Hi, welcome to the Kinder Garden. I'm wearing my unicorn furry hat to stay warm. I'm hoping very much that my connection's pretty good. I'm a few feet into the garden. Just wanted to be basking in some green while I honor one particular ancestor. It's going to be a low-tech day. Hopefully this is going without a glitch. The dogs are wandering around. I'm going to sit in the sunshine and hope some hummingbirds come by as I share with you perhaps maybe not the most dynamic history lesson, but it's one that I've been meditating on for a while. And so today we're here to honor the ancestor that some of you may have read about in history books, perhaps not. I was never taught of him, but the late Nathan Bedford Forrest. And so I'm just going to ping you a couple of factoids, take these in, listen to this story, and meditate on how this might impact your self-discovery and how our ancestors are always encouraging us to love more, hate less, love more. So Forrest was born in 1875. Oh, sorry. Nope. Scratch that. They got that backwards. So here we go. Forrest was actually born in July 13th, 1821. The ancestors already blowing some fresh wind my way. And he was born in Tennessee. He was the eldest of 12 kids and grew up in poverty. Despite having no formal education, Forrest became a successful businessman and a Confederate Army general during the Civil War. After the war, Forrest was involved in the formation of the Ku Klux Klan in 1865. He served as the first Grand Wizard, though later claimed to have disbanded the organization in 1869, so just a few years later. Forrest's later life was marked by controversy due to his involvement in this other KKK, not the kindergarten that we're in here now. And in his final years, he renounced the affiliation with the Klan and called for racial reconciliation. This is the elder that we want to honor today. He died in October 29th in 1877 in Tennessee as well. Complications due to his kidney failure, diabetes. His last words, reportedly, the sources are here in the description, were, "I am very thankful that peace has come at last." So later in life, to compassionately honor this elder, we can imagine having done his best to understand his own inner workings of hating others. He was invited in 1875 to speak at an event at the Independent Order of Pole Bearers Association, a group of African-American Civil War vets. In his speech, Forrest expressed remorse for his past actions and encouraged racial reconciliation. After the Civil War, Forrest worked to rebuild the Southern economy without any education, right? He went on above and beyond, particularly in the involvement in the railroad industry, for better or for worse, right? He did his best he could, and was known for hiring both white and black workers and treating them equally. In his in an effort to re-examine Forrest's legacy and acknowledge his later efforts in racial reconciliation, there's been renaming of parks or removing of monuments dedicated to him, as well as a greater emphasis on his later life and his aged wisdom to change his heart and do what he could for the betterment of the world. So I don't know what ancestor you might think of, maybe someone that didn't quite figure things out. I'm thinking of my great-grandfather, who was a pretty strict minister. And I remember even as a young man who wasn't quite out, I would walk into his home going, "Oh my God, I feel so much hatred in this room." And I was like, why am I feeling that? I'm honoring my great-grandfather who died without finding as much reconciliation as this Forrest man did. And maybe every time we do something to live truly, freely, and love more, we free our ancestors and give them space to really celebrate what they wish they could have done or did their best in doing. I'm going to wear my cap here. I'm going to share a couple breaths with you. I wanted to cover this history lesson with utmost care and consideration that we are holding so much in our hearts, all the DNA of generations of people that came before us. And what do we have here? What do we have here? This opportunity, this moment, this breath to do something kinder to ourselves, to love a little more, to hate a little less. If the founder of the other KKK could do that in his lifetime, what might be possible for us here and now? I purposely made this short history lesson available to kids. That means people can't make comments. If I've made any fact check, missing something, feel free to instant message me, get a hold of me some other way. But I'm going to hold that our future is ancestral, that we can don a unicorn cap and we can say to our ancestors, I'm doing my fucking best to right the wrongs of the past and to live as wholeheartedly as possible. If you're a young child reading this, how will you live bravely into today? If you're looking at this long after I'm gone, what will you do to honor me as an ancestor? For now, I'm going to work on my elder in training. The dog's going to bark at me and say, get out here and enjoy the sun. Try to keep this under 6 minutes. Whoa, almost successful. Share a breath with me. Learn, unlearn, relearn. You got this. You got this. From one unicorn to the other, I bow to you. And Denise, just a personal shout out. Thanks for meeting with me yesterday and inspiring me to get back in and share from my heart. This is Ketamine Ken's Kinder Garden, and you can create anything you want and invite kinder people into your sphere. Build on that, one breath, one kind act at a time. I'm going to go play with the doggies that are barking at me and watch some butterflies. Well, butterflies are gone. Hummingbirds at the very least. Till next time, I hope you're tending to the seeds in your kinder garden. Toodles!